Cut the chatter and get to the race course now, because we've got bow number 1 emerging first around the corner, Yale University. But very closely, it's going to be a crazy race. Yale maintaining their first starting position, but it's already now, I see bow number 3, Princeton. So Princeton have moved up in front of bow number 2 and look like they would have about the type of spacing they might have had at the start had they started second. So they've moved up on Yale. Yale has already lost ground to the Princeton Tigers, who are tearing around the corner right now. A little bit wide, though. Washington follows them in the white blades, white shirts, and the day-glow coxswain suit. And you see that University of Washington, bow number 2, putting her hull right next to those buoys. Again, it's not a penalty for the blades to cross over the buoys, as long as your hull does not cross. So the University of Washington taking the most aggressive line right now of these first 3 crews that we've seen go by. And the University of Washington, a nice long, strong strokes there, not rowing too high, so you can imagine they might have a lot left in the final corner to sprint it up. But bow number 4 now coming around, the University of Virginia Cavaliers now. A little bit higher stroke rating than the University of Washington. Bow number 5, Brown University, the Bruno. That crazy bow paint, bow number 5 now, the Bruno really trying to make their mark, trying to catch the University of Virginia. They've made up a little bit of ground, but it'll be tough to catch them. They've only got about a half a mile left to go. 35 is the stroke rating of that Brown crew, so they are really going after it now. That's a very aggressive stroke rating because they still have quite a ways to go. Bow number 6, very clean blade work. That's Stanford University, the well-heeled crew of Yaz Farouk, the 2009 champion.
They're rowing with Northeastern blades because
yes,
of rowing equipment, but they're doing a nice job in a boat called the Gene Rollins, who was an old AD at Northeastern. Really helped rowing.
So Northeastern looking, the Northeastern blades being used by the Cardinal, looking very nice. Got the Cardinal fans on the bridge cheering for them. Tennessee now, number 7, University of Tennessee. 9. Another emerging Division I program. Bow number 9 now moving up well. Northeastern graciously lending their oars, but that's where the graciousness stops. They are really trying to catch that Stanford crew. Vesper moving through Radcliffe now. Vesper Boat Club from Philadelphia, always a perennial stronghold on the Schuylkill now. They've moved through Radcliffe, who is bow number 8. Again, beautiful conditions now. No wind whatsoever. Flat water. So far, Coxswain's doing a fantastic job. No tangles before the Elliott Bridge. Bow number 11 now, the University of Rhode Island, the Rams from Rhode Island, coached by former Olympian Shayla Donahoe, who is also really building this University of Rhode Island program up. Won a number of division championships with her crew, hoping to get an NC2A bid sometime in the next couple of years. They're being hotly pursued now by bow number 12. Bow number 12, the Friends of Brown crew pressing into bow number 11. The roadie crew holding them off, though, for the moment, though. Bow number 12, Friends of Brown have about a half a length of open water to make up on Rhode Island, and Rhode Island doesn't seem to be willing to yield. Radcliffe again rounds the bend. Radcliffe, bow number 13, has clear water in front of them, rowing with white blades, rowing at a 32 stroke per minute. Bow number 14 is MIT. This crew is coached by Holly Metcalf, Olympic gold medalist. She is also really building that MIT program to where it should be. Got a fantastic program there, and it's really showing its strength on the men's and the women's side. MIT crew now rounding in front of the Cambridge Boat Club.
4 and 5 seat in there, like 6, 7. Look at the tall ladies in the middle of that engineer boat.
Bow number 17, BU, passing bow number 15, Boston College. So BU-BC rivalry BU takes it today, 17 cruising on the inside lane over Boston College, but 18 following them closely. Columbia University, the light blue of Columbia, chasing down Boston University. Bound number 16 is another Northeastern entry now, looking very clean. Sharp catches there as they enter the Elliott Bridge. 20. Here come the Sooners, the University of Oklahoma. Yeah, bow number 20 now. That is the University of Oklahoma, another beneficiary of the Title IX programs now. You see them rowing with an interesting bucket in the 3-4 and the 5-6 and 7-8 seats now. A multiple bucket.
2-3.
Oh, excuse me, yes, 2-3. Complicated rig for the Oklahoma coach, but it seems to be working well for them today. Bow number 21, Brown University. You can tell it's Brown despite the fact that they have non-matching unisuits. They've got that ferocious Bruno logo painted on the front of their boat.
And those ferocious catches.
That's exactly right. 22 now, the U.S. Naval Academy approaching. Look like they're rowing a king. Bow number 19, Lee down hard on bow number 19, Lehigh. The Hoyas will get the best of this corner, but they will have to struggle to get the inside of the next corner, which is over on the starboard side. And a big pack now. Bow number 23 getting pushed by 27. Penn pressing into Boston University now. BU sliding over to her starboard side, and 27 taking advantage of that. Penn sneaking into the inside of the corner at the last minute there.
But this may end up in BU's advantage if the coxswain can hold the inside, because it'll save her crew 8 to 10 seconds.
Exactly.
But Penn is driving. They want it.
29 motoring up on the outside now. 29 trying to press on 28. University of Virginia trying to overtake Yale. No bow number on that gold and blue crew. Maybe Grand Valley State. 25, excuse me, George Washington University. '26 is the University of Alabama. The large capital A on the blades. Logo of the Alabama crew in the maroon Vespoli. 26 now trying desperately to hold off 30, Grand Valley State. Grand Valley was a late entry into the champ events after they moved themselves out of the collegiate events. So Grand Valley State making a go of it in the champ eights after winning the collegiate eights in 2009.
That's impressive. That
rowing is really, really growing in leaps and bounds. It's getting faster every year, and it's exciting to watch some of these D2 and D3 schools really ramp it right up and join into the championship event. Very exciting.